Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little AEW Dynamite review. Fyter Fest Night 1. Not much to talk about there. This is like a free pay-per-view on TV, like TNA style there, which is basically a cheap ploy to try to get viewers or whatever. First match, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy defeated MJF and Wardlow. It wasn't a horrible match, wasn't a good match, just goofy bullshit, I guess. They're like throwaway-ish kind of deal. Doesn't matter. Not worth a damn kind of match there. Shit match kind of match there. Second match, Hikaru Tschida defeated Penelope Ford, however the fuck you say the name there. Just a sloppy women's match or whatever, like very sloppy. Some of the stuff looked very, very crappy in the match, like low quality wrestling. At some point, the fake crowd of wrestlers, because there's no crowd, they have wrestlers in the arena. The fake crowd starts chanting, "This is awesome," which was a joke because this was far from awesome. Very horrible looking match there. Third match, Cody Rhodes defeated Jake Hager and retained the TNT Championship. This was a basic wrestling match. Basically, in other words, it was a boring match with fuck all happening in it. Just very basic and boring with a shit finish. Some kind of cheap choke reversed into a pin. And Cody with horrible acting, like he was knocked out at the end, but he wins the match. This way he gets to keep his retarded looking belt. And Hager gets to look strong, but in reality it just looks retarded. The whole finish looked bad, very bad. Fourth match, Private Party defeated Santana and Ortiz. This match was a bit better, a decent tag match, I guess. The problem with this is that it's too indie. You do a power bomb off the top rope, it should be finish. Big power bomb off the top rope, it should end, but instead it's flipperoo into another power bomb, and he's back up and flipping into this other move, and it just looks too unrealistic. Ends up looking stupid, you know what I mean? But it was better than the other matches on the card, I guess, up to that point. And then we had a promo by Tazz with the big guy, Brian Cage, just standing behind him because it was supposed to be Cage and Moxley for the world title, but like Moxley might have coronavirus or whatever. He's in isolation, so the match isn't going to take place next week, which is pretty much going to kill night 2 of this boring crap or whatever, but Tazz was pretty much blaming WWE for this there because his wife works there and she got corona. How does Tazz know that they got corona, that she got corona in WWE? Maybe she got corona when she went to the store, blah, blah, blah. Maybe she caught corona here or there. But Tazz knows for sure it happened in WWE. and he starts taking cheap shots at the company. Bunch of cheap fucks is what this company is, you know what I mean? And this has been the AEW fan and Meltzer agenda since the beginning. Vilify WWE for going on during Corona and praise AEW, treat them like heroes for doing the exact same fucking thing, but that's what it's become now since AEW came on the scene. It's like a retarded political party of wrestling, two parties attacking each other constantly there. Well, it's mainly the AEW fans making up a bunch of retarded nonsense and propaganda against the real company, you know what I mean? But very cheap on their part there to fucking... we're good here, there in the promo, attacking McMahon for Corona stuff and putting themselves over as heroes during Corona. And they actually did this on television. Embarrassing there. And I'm starting to hate this company more than I hated TNA, you know what I mean? At least TNA knew that they sucked. You know, this company, it's guys with big ego, but it's all junk and garbage and cheap shots at the real company. At least TNA knew that they were garbage, you know what I mean? And in the main event, Kenny Omega and Hangman Page defeated the Best Friends. Such cheap names, such cheap trash, ladies and gentlemen. Luchasaurus, the Best Friends. Cody Rhodes being his own biggest fan. This whole company's a fucking joke and a half there, but Kenny and Hangman defeated the Best Friends. It was an okay tag team match or whatever, and then FTR come out. They give a beer to the guys. Kenny dumps the beer. They start a cheap argument with this, and then the Young Bucks come out as the peacemakers or whatever. They're just... AEW fans, they see this and they cry like they were doing when the fans were in the arena. They would watch cheap, overrated matches and they would cry after the match. Oh, this was such a good match. It's making me cry. They actually did this for a while, these goofy fans. They see this, they're... tag team wrestling! Even though there's tag team wrestling in WWE and every other fed, apparently this is the only fed that loves and promotes tag team wrestling, which is very stupid there, but... tag team wrestling! Me, I look at this and it's just boring crap. Boring teams. Kenny Omega is apparently the greatest wrestler of all time. When his matches come on TV, I'm falling asleep most of the time, straight up there. But night one, I thought it was boring. Hopefully night two is going to be better, but the main event is gone because of Corona, so we'll see. We'll see what night two is going to look like there. Very cheap show there. Until next time, peace!